Imagine your application suddenly gets thousands of users. Every user needs a database connection. Creating a new connection every time is expensive and can slow down the application significantly. So, how do real world applications handle this problem? Let's find out. Imagine we have a Java application connected to a database. Whenever a request needs data, the application requires a database connection. Now assume 1000 users send requests at the same time. Each operation takes 1 second and the application has only one database connection. User 1 gets the connection immediately, user 2 waits 1 second, user 3 waits 2 seconds, and so on. Eventually, the last user waits about 999 seconds, which is approximately 16.7 minutes, while the average waiting time is about 8.3 minutes. On top of that, creating a database connection is an expensive operation. Clearly, creating and closing a new connection for every request is not an efficient solution for real-world applications. This is where connection pooling comes into the picture. A connection pool is a mechanism that creates and maintains a set of reusable database connections. Instead of creating a new database connection every time, the application borrows an existing connection from the pool. Once the work is completed, the connection is not actually closed. Instead, it is returned back to the pool so that it can be reused by other requests. Let's see how this changes our previous example. Now, let us introduce a connection pool with 30 database connections. The first 30 users get connections immediately and start executing their queries. After 1 second, they return those connections back to the pool and the next 30 users use them. This process continues until all 1000 users are served. As a result, the last user waits only about 33 seconds and the average waiting time drops from 8.3 minutes to just 16 seconds. This is the power of connection pooling. Instead of creating new connections repeatedly, we reuse existing connections and process multiple requests simultaneously. So, how do we create a connection pool in Java? We can use a popular library called HikariCP, one of the fastest and most widely used JDBC connection pool implementations. To create a connection pool, we mainly use two classes, HikariConfig and HikariDataSource. HikariConfig stores the database and pool configuration, while HikariDataSource reads that configuration and creates the connection pool. Now let's jump into the code and see how to create a connection pool using HikariCP. For this demonstration, I'm gonna use Eclipse IDE and MySQL database. I am in Eclipse IDE. I have created a connection pool project, and in there I have created com.pool package and created connection pool demo class. And let's take a main method here. Before we create a connection pool, first we have to create a configuration class, which is HikariConfig class. This class holds database configuration details and connection pool details. I have created a new object for HikariConfig. This class is part of Hikari jar file. We have to load that jar file to the class path, and with this, as we are connecting to MySQL database, we have to add MySQL jar file as well. Let me add them. Here we have to add a total of 3 jars. First one is HikariCP jar and MySQL connector jar and SL4J API jar as well, which is supporting for HikariCP. And now import this class. It is HikariConfig. First, I will set the database details using the setter methods. To set URL, we have set JDBC URL method. After setting the URL, I will set username and password. Now we need to decide the pool size by using set maximum pool size. I will set it to number 3. Now our configuration object is ready with all the details to create a connection pool. To create a connection pool, there is a class HikariDataSource. We have to create object for it, And when we are creating object, we have to pass config object to the constructor call. Here pass the config object for constructor call. We got to import the data source. Now our connection pool is ready. This data source is nothing but a connection pool. In this connection pool, we have a total of 3 connections. Out of it, let's get one connection. Let's see how to get that connection. To get the connection, we have to use connection interface and use the data source object and just write get connection method. This will get a connection object. We got to import the connection. So now this will throw an SQL exception. Just click on add throws. It will throw to the method call. Now we can use this connection to do normal database operations like insert, update, delete by using the statement or prepared statement. Here I will just print a message saying connection pool is created, and after this line I will print a message connection pool size is. And to get the pool size, we have a method get maximum pool size. So use data source object and call get maximum connection pool size. So it will print the pool size. Now save the application and run it. So here we got connection pool is created and connection pool size is 3. And let's see whether 3 connection objects are same or different. So here what I will do, I will name it as connection 1, and similarly I will create 2 more connection objects by saying connection 2 and connection 3. Here change the name con2 and here it is con3. And in line 28 I will print a message connection 1 hash code. Con1 dot call hashcode method. Hashcode is a unique code for every object that is created in JVM. So if con1, con2, con3 are same, the hashcode will be same. If they are different, the hashcode will be different. And similarly, let's print 2 more messages for connection 2 and 3. Here change the names connection 2 and here the variable also con2. In the same way change connection 3 and variable also connection 3. Let's save this program and run it again. Now you will see pool is created, pool size is 3, and you will see 3 different hash codes, which means there are 3 different connection objects in the pool. This is what the pool size is. We can increase the pool size or decrease the pool size depending upon our requirement. This is all about creating connection pool in JDBC, and if you like the video, subscribe to my channel and keep watching for the next video, which is batch processing in JDBC. Thank you. If you have any doubts, comment them in the comment box. Please like my video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.